Isaiah 29 and 10. Isaiah 29 and 10. For the Most High have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes, the prophets, and your rulers, the seers, has he covered. That's why they can't see this. But you looking at following these pork chop eating preachers, I call it like I said, because they go to the scripture and say you can eat anything as long as you pray over it. And that's a lie. Most High gave us dietary laws, brothers and sisters, and you preachers, hear the word of the Most High. This is the last scripture I deal with through the Spirit of the Most High in your corruption of eating whatever you want to eat. Go to Isaiah, the last book of Isaiah. We've been dealing with Isaiah a lot today. Isaiah 66 and 15. This is for all you that want to call yourself a preacher, a leader, a minister, pastor, and you got your congregation eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, catfish, everything they eat doo-doo, oysters and all that stuff. Isaiah 66, 15. Hear the word of the Most High. For behold, the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind. What's his chariots like a whirlwind? He coming with fire. What's some chariots that's coming like a whirlwind? You know, it's like going in circles, like you see the what they call the UFOs. We call them IFOs. They're not unidentified flying objects. They're identified flying objects that we call IFOs, identified flying objects. They're not unidentified. We know what they are. That's why Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Most High is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. So now we go back to Isaiah 66 and 15. Now we know the chariots of the Most High are the angels. Isaiah 66, 15. For behold, the Most High will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. So we're going to be burning people up. Listen what he said. He coming with fire, he's going to be angry and furious and rebuking people with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Most High Mashiach Yahushua plead with all flesh. And the slain, I mean the ones that are going to be killed of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua shall be many. He's going to kill a lot of people when he come with this fire. And the angels, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, eating the pig, eating the hog. When he said don't even touch a dead pig carcass in Leviticus 11 chapter, the dietary laws. Eating swine's flesh and the abomination, anything that's against the Most High's dietary law, and the mouse family, squirrel, possum, raccoon, and mice. Shall be consumed together, said the Most High. That word consume is very important. That's why he said, look, for I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. They will come and see the glory of the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua, who's not coming back as a man, but in his angelic spiritual power to judge and make war. Yes. So take heed, people. It's to your advantage. And only to your advantage to take heed and change. Romans 11 and 26. Romans 11:26. It says, and so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away unrighteousness from Jacob. So, it's sad because when you look at this word all, we looked it up in the ancient Bible dictionary, and we found out that all means a certain number. Because what about if you blaspheme the Holy Spirit? That's unthinkable in this world and the world to come, my second Rashad said. What about the ones that he said, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain? And let my grape and my plant be kept, for with great labor have I made it perfect. Okay? So, I've heard brothers say, well, I ain't got to do what y'all doing. I'm going to be saved anyway. Well, I got to do that. Behind reading that, and brothers saying that every last Israelite going to be saved. No, every last Israelite not going to be saved. You can even look in this one chapter and see that that's the case. Look, go to verse 4. Romans 11 and 4. But what said the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. See? Even so, then at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election, the elect of grace. A remnant, not everyone. See? Jump to verse 14. Paul says, if by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh. Now, who's this flesh? Verse 1. Romans 11 and 1. I say then, have the Most High cast away his people, who are the 12 tribes of Israel? Most High forbid, for I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham of the tribe of Benjamin. The Most High has not cast away his people. So now going to 14, it says, if by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh, who are Israelites, and might save some of them. So why are you going to say here in verse 14 that he might save some of them? Then he'll come back in verse 26, and so all Israel shall be saved. It meaning every last one of the Israelites going to be saved. When you got wicked Israelites that could care less about the truth, the Most High Mashiach Yahushua, we as a nation of people, our plight, what we going through, they all on the side of the enemy. They the children of the devil, straight up. But they Israelites. And they going to be saved? No. Come on. And we should know better. Especially you're going to be talking about the 1/3, the 1/3, the 1/3, the 1/3, and all of a sudden now you're going to say everybody going to be saved. So how the 1/3 fit into that? Most I just said let the multitude perish there was born in vain. Go to Zechariah 13 and 8. How you going to go here and then you're going to say every last Israelite going to be saved when you're looking at, because I'll tell you, all means a certain number. So let's see that certain number. Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Most High, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. How they going to be saved? 2 parts, 2/3 of our people going to be cut off and die. But the third shall be left therein. So, Amos 9 and 10. Amos 9 and 10. Because some of you thinking, I'll be saved anyway. No. Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners, that's those that break the Most High's laws, of my people we already established, that's the 12 tribes of Israel, shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. He just said in Zechariah 13 and 8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Most High, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. But the third shall be left therein. 1/3. That's why you hear us saying 2/3 going to be cut off and 1/3 going to be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. That's the 12 tribes of Israel. 1/3, mind you, the remnant, the ransom, the redeemed, the called, the purchased, the sanctified, the glorified, the chosen, the elect, the remnant, and so forth. All these different names, the few, the many, all, which is a certain number. The sheep that hear Mashiach Shai's voice, which is the word of the Most High. So, stop saying that every last Israelite gonna be saved, because that's a lie. That's why Israel do whatever they want to do and say, I'm gonna be saved anyway. They think that. You leaders gotta stop being in error, man. All means a certain number. We're hearing it right here. And you know it. Better adhere to it. We're gonna call on the name of the Most High, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Most High is my power. Most High is my power. Just a moment.